pages we skipped. I will kind of go over that in a minute, but let's finish up on page 21. This is page 21. It's the last page, okay? What does that fraction bar mean? Do you remember? Yes, you got it, dude. Divided by. Avery, what do you need, my dear? Well, you better get it. It's not gonna magically appear on your desk. You gotta bring it with you. Or leave it here, better yet, so you don't have to go get it every day. Working on that responsibility. All right, so remember, if we have A divided by B, we would write it as A divided by B, or B into A, right? So this bottom number is going to go on the outside. So 37 is going to go here. And then 18648 is going here. Whew. The division is the toughest part, right? I think so. Can 37 go into 1? Can it go into 18? So we have to start looking at 186. So 37 is not something that we love, but if you think of it as 40, right? It's pretty close to 40. How many times would 40 go into 180? So 4 times would be 160. So if we think about 4 times this, let's just look. It's always estimating and then checking, estimating and then checking. Corbin, that should be closed, my dear. I promise you guys can have your Chromebooks out very shortly, but we are going to finish this page and then we're going to be reviewing because we have a quiz tomorrow. You got it. So 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 3 is 12, so 148. So that's 4 times. Could we add another 37 to this? Maybe 15, 8, 1. Okay, so if we added one more 37, how many 37s is that? 4 plus one more 37 makes 5, 37. So I'm going to put the 5 above this 6. We just said 5 times 37 is 185. Now we subtract that. What's 6 minus 5? 1. Okay. What do I do next? This is a little tricky. What do I do next? Bring down the 4. Very good. And now I have to ask, can 37 go into 14? No, so I have to put a 0 here. I do need to hold this place. Now what do I do? Sure. Thanks for asking. Now what do I do? Any ideas? So I just brought this down. Maybe I should do this. You don't have to do this, but 37 times 0 is 0. And now what do I do? Does this help? What do I do now? Bring down the 8 there. That did help, I guess. And we just said, how many times can 37 go into 148? What did we multiply it by here? 4 times. So there is no remainder here. What do you need, Peyton? Okay, you can sharpen them. I'm sorry. Awesome. All right. 15. I'm sorry, 13. Remember, since this is A divided by B, this second number is going to go on the outside. So if you didn't write this, you might want to write that, right? Because you need to know how to do these problems. They don't want you to put the wrong number in the wrong spot. Question of mine. No. Guys, I'm in the middle of teaching. It's like waiting till the good part in the movie at the movie theater that you paid for, and then being like, oh, I'm gonna go refill my cup right now. No, you don't do that. Show that you care by staying in class as much as possible. 15, can it go into 4? Nope, can it go into 40? Yes, it can go into 43. How many times? If you need to, follow your 15. 15, 30, 45 is too much. So only 2. So I'm putting a 2 above the 3. 2 times 15 is 30. So that's what I'm subtracting. Excuse me, now I've got to subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. And bring down your 8. If you look at your chart here and you're looking at 15s, it's the same, bless you, it's the same as our 5s. They all end in a 5 or a 0, a 5 or a 0. So do you think we're going to be able to do this evenly? No. But it does go into 135. Is that what you're saying? So 15. So 135 is 9 times. Do you see how I did that? If I'm dividing by a number, I'm going to follow that number until I get close to it. 135 is as close as I can get without going over. So I'm going to go up to find my answer, which is 9. And then we would subtract 135. All right, so you can leave this as a remainder 3. Eventually, now that we're big kids, you're going to learn that this is 29 and 3/15. We put the remainder divided by what we are dividing by, because that's what that fraction bar means. Also, this fraction can be simplified. So this is something we're going to get to in our next section, but this, if we divide these both by 3, whatever we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom. This is actually just 1/5. 29 and 1/5. But this is the important part right here, okay? All this other stuff is where we're going. Divisibility is next. So why don't we do these all at the same time, right? We're going to check these all. So check for 2. Is this divisible by 2? No, it does not end in a 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. Is this? Yes. Is this? No. Is this? Yes, it does end in a 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. Okay? Now, for 3, do you need to show your work? Yes. If you're doing the math in your head, at least circle what your digits add up to. So I am going to down here say 5 plus 7 plus 1 plus 5. So I know these 2 5s make 10. 7 and 1 makes 8. So this is 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. So if our digits add up to 3, 6, or 9, it's divisible by 3. So is this number divisible by 3? Yes. Then I would add up this one for number 15. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2. So this is 4, 9, 10, 11. 1 plus 1 equals 2. That doesn't add up to a 3, 6, or 9, so we're skipping 3 for this one. 4 plus 6 plus 3. This is one I would probably look at and tell you 13, right? Because this is a 10 plus 3 is 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So that doesn't work. But our last one, 8 plus 1 does equal 9. So this is divisible by 3. All right. I'm gonna give you a second. I see some of you ready. Make sure you know how to show your work for those. You should be showing your work on the quiz. It does make the next part easier for you if you're showing your work one time. You don't have to do more work, right? Okay. We're moving on to fours. With fours, we're looking at the last two digits. Can 4 go into 15 evenly? No. Can it go into 52 evenly? If you're not sure, remember, follow your 4 on your multiplication table. There's 52 right there. It goes in evenly 13 times. So this is a yes for 4. Can 4 go into 63 evenly? You should know if it's odd. 4 won't go into it. Can 4 go into 10? No. You can check your multiplication table if you need to, but you should know 4 times 3 is 12. So that's pretty close, right? All right, so 5. What's our rule for 5? It ends in what? 0 or 5. Does this end in 0 or 5? Yes. Does this end in 0 or 5? No. Does this end in 0 or 5? No. Does this end in 0 or 5? Yes. For 6s, what has to be true in order for it to be divisible by 6? It also has to be divisible by 2 and 3. Is this divisible by 2 and 3? This? 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 So this is the only one divisible by 6. 9, what do my digits have to add up to? 9, right? Yeah. So we already did this and we showed our work, so we don't have to do any more work. We just have to look. Did this add up to 9? Sure did. Did this add up to 9? Did this add up to 9? Did this add up to 9? Sure did. All right. And finally, if it's divisible by 10, it has to end in 0. So no, 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 yes. So 463, was it divisible by anything? No, it says if the number is not divisible by any of the listed numbers, write none. Was it important that we still had to check for each of those to be sure? Absolutely. Questions about divisibility? You will have this packet. You will have your divisibility cheat sheets with you. I hope the divisibility is okay by now. Okay. Okay. We're just following those things systematically. The quarterback of a football team makes a salary of this. The running back's salary is this. How much more? If we're trying to figure out how much older I am than you, would I add or subtract? Subtract. So what do you think we're doing here? Subtracting. So we're going to put the bigger number on top. 12,052,304. Remember, you're showing your work. Minus 10,420,000. This is a rough salary, man. I don't know how they can live on this kind of salary. It's so low and everything. All right. Can I take 6 from 4? Oh, sorry. Some of you are still writing. Get this down. Put it away. That's not okay. We don't need reminders all the time now that we're in 6th grade. We know what expectations are. Well, really. All right. Can I take 6 from 4? No, so I have to borrow. I can't borrow from here, so I'm going to borrow from the 30. If I borrow from the 30, it becomes what? 29. Well done. So 14 minus 6 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Can I take 9 from 2? No, so I have to borrow from the 2. It becomes 1. What's 12 minus 9? 3. What's 1 minus 0? 1. What's 5 minus 2? 3. Uh-oh, stuck again. Can I take 4 from 0? No, so I borrow from the 2, it becomes 1. What's 10 minus 4? What's 1 minus 0? What's 1 minus 1? 0. So I have a difference of, if you want to rewrite it neatly up here, you can, $1,631,318. I'd just like to be paid the difference, right? Yes. Oh, well, then. I was born in 1986. So you figure it out, work on your subtraction. All right, Troy climbed the same mountain in 2017 and 2018. He climbed to a height of here in 2018, a height which was this many feet below where he climbed in here. How high did he climb in 2017? So we've got to add these together to figure out how high he climbed. Because when he climbed in 2018, it said it was below where he climbed in 2017. So we're going to have to add to get up there. So I have 10,947 plus 2,508. This is good practice for your addition and your neat handwriting, because it's important in math that we keep things orderly. Because unfortunately, it's just going to get more complicated. Did you figure it out? Yes, good job. All right, this time we're adding, what's 7 plus 8? 15, carry your 1. 1 plus 4 is? 9 plus 5 is? Carry your 1. 1 plus 2 is? And 1. This is how fast you should know your addition. Okay? Carly is buying packages of beads to make necklaces. She needs to make 75 necklaces, and each necklace requires 42 beads. Oh no, this looks like a 2-part. If each package contains 120 beads, how many packages will she need to buy? Well, first we have to figure out how many beads she needs. So we have to say 75 times 42. So first we're going to multiply by 2, right? What's 2 times 5? Thank you, Josh. 10. What's 2 times 7? 14 plus 1. Well done. So 2 times 75 is 150. Now we're going to figure out what 40 times 75 is. So I'm going to hold the ones place. What's 4 times 5? 20. So I'm going to carry a 2 here instead of the 1. What's 4 times 8? 28. So I'm going to add these up. 2950. All right, so I need to figure out how many packages I need. So I'm dividing this by 120. 2950, guys. Think about 12 into 29. How many times could 12 go into 29? Twice, right? So I'm really thinking 240 here. Here's a 5 and here's a 5. So now I'm thinking, how many times can 12 go into 55? 4 times would be 480. But would I have enough in 24 packages? This is kind of the challenge. Would I have enough? No, I'd still have a remainder, so I would need at least one more. So I would actually need 25 packages. Yes. Oh, yes, I screwed it up. Nobody stopped me. This 28 needed to add the 2, but 28 plus 2 is 30. So be careful there. So this should have been different, which made this different. It probably would have been nicer. That's why it's a challenge question. Even I screwed it up. All right. Are you ready? Get into your Google Classroom, por favor. I'm not sure why it did not code. What is it? Hurry up. All right.
I'm glad I saw that. I was like, I was adding the two, and I'm like, you got 20, you got like 20, and they're like, you didn't add the two.
What is today? 9/26.
Oh, I don't have my Chromebook because after 11.
Grab one. Here. Go, 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 go. This is Emily. Will you tell who? Oh, yeah. Okay. Mars. She goes with Mars. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's Mars. Yeah. Thank you. That's okay. I was kind of like, wait. All right, Mars, your flute is in the office, just so you know. Nope, not right now. All right. My bad. So for this, it doesn't directly push to your Google Classroom unless I force it to, but it should now. I'm hopeful anyway. So what I'm going to do is refresh. You should be able to refresh. Where is it? Oh, it would help if I was in the correct hour. Yes, there it is. Beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it into your daily agenda there. You're gonna miss this instruction, so wait a second. Wait a second. I know. All right, are you ready? Here's the deal. I am going to pretend to be you. I notice you have this blank page right here. So turn to the back of your packet and open that up. Now listen. These questions are going to prepare you for your quiz tomorrow. When is your quiz? What is going to help you? These questions. So if you don't know how to get these questions, hang with me. Also, if you write some of your work down, it may help you tomorrow because you can use your paper tomorrow. You won't be able to use your phone. You won't be able to use your Chromebook. You can use a pencil, a multiplication table, and any of your notes, okay? So you're gonna follow this link that is in your Google Classroom. I'm trying to go there. Why won't it let me? What did I do? Instructions. All right, there it is. So follow that link. You should be able to log in with Google. Anybody having a difficult time logging in? Everybody should be logging into quizzes right now, so you're with me, please. All right, perfect. If you're already in, so just start quiz.
Where is this?
Oh, I can't join because I'm not a student. Darn.
It's not working.
Why is it not working? Yep, so you're just going to complete the problems. I'll bring them over here for you to see. What's up? And that's how you are in college.
Like, it's like, like, it's just the thing you say.
All right. So here are my classes. If I look at my 3rd hour group, you can see where you're at. These are all y'all. But my library should have this one in it. All right. So here are some of the questions, guys. You're going to work quietly today. You're going to keep taking this quiz until you get all of them correct today. This is your practice for tomorrow. If you want to use scratch paper, if you want to jot notes down, if you want to write answers down, use this packet so it's all in one place tomorrow. You're going to turn this packet back in today so I have it so you aren't missing it when it comes time to use it for your quiz tomorrow. And then I'm going to give it to you tomorrow with your other divisibility stuff and the quiz. So you can get an A++, 100%, okay? So keep practicing these until you get them all right. Once you've gotten 100% and you feel comfortable with the quiz tomorrow, are you listening? When you're done and you've gotten 100%, you're ready for the quiz tomorrow, then you need to be working in ALEKS, okay? I shouldn't hear much talking, if at all. If you have questions, raise your hand. If you're getting stuck, raise your hand, all right? So we're not talking. All right, good job. Working.